Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 40th episode of the Gaifus for Laifus podcast. I am once again your reluctant host, Daniel, joined by the as reluctant podcast mates, Gunnar and Raul. Sadly, Chris is not with us right now. He may be joining us later, not entirely sure. But yeah, so we are here. This is our 40th episode. This is a big milestone for us because we know our 10 followers really appreciate the work that we're doing here. As I got teased about, apparently I used to say God's plan a lot, so this is it come to fruition.
This is God's plan.
This this is God's plan. I actually so I don't know if you guys if you guys have the chance, you guys should watch Only Murders in the Building.
Mm-hmm.
It is a TV show on Hulu, and essentially it's about a murder that happens in New York in this apartment complex, and the three of the people are murder mystery fans. They listen to murder mystery podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like, we should make our own murder mystery podcast. And so it's about them trying to solve this murder while also doing the podcast side of it. And they say some things and it really hits home for me and it made me sad. There was one thing where they're like, quick, we have to get this out to like our fans. And one of them goes, oh, you mean for our 12 followers? And I was like, oh man, really?
Yeah, hits home. Hits deep.
Really
deep.
hurt there, buddy.
Feel
that.
I did not sign away the copyrights to my own life yet.
Right? What the fuck? But it's really good. It has Steve Martin in it, Selena Gomez.
Well, shout out to them if they want to do a collab. You know, we're always looking.
No. See, we're actually doing a season 2.
Oh yeah.
But if you get the chance to watch it, I highly recommend it. It's really good. Yeah. I liked it. And yeah, so welcome to the 40th episode.
It's going to be a good one today. We have a couple of things we're going to talk about. We're going to introduce a new segment today, and we're going to talk a little bit about the new Marvel movie, Doctor Strange, Multiverse and the Madness. Just one scene in particular that I kind of want to dive into. But before we do that, we were having a little conversation before the podcast started, and Daniel, do you want to explain why you hate chicken?
So what I was talking about was Gunnar and Raul were arguing with about chicken, I think. And
no, we weren't. We weren't
arguing. We want Raul to start a mukbang segment.
Yes. Which is coming. That is coming.
And then I mentioned Raisin. Yeah. We would finish off with Raising Cane's, and how I don't see why it's so popular. And then you guys said it was good.
It's delicious. It's delicious.
And I was like, I like Popeyes, but then you guys were like, why do you hate yourself? And then I was like, well, I think fried chicken's overrated.
Be fair, I am also a fan of Popeyes.
I just don't think fried chicken is worth the hype that it has caused in our world today.
That's okay.
All. Do you know how many? I don't know if I can say this.
Uh-oh.
I'm not going to say it.
That's probably for the
Do you know how many?
No, you were good. You did good. You addressed the bad behavior and you corrected. That's progress, dog. That's progress.
I have a friend, very close friend. Who is 25, about to be a father.
Okay.
Eats like a 4th grader. And there are a good percentage of Americans with that same palate. That is why these mediocre food chains make so much money.
Okay, but wait. Raising Cane's is not a mediocre food chain. I want to set that forth. They are a quality establishment, quality product, quality sauce. Every day of the week.
I agree.
Thank you. Raul, he
Popeyes?
was no.
Oh, no. I just know. In my defense, I said I don't think Popeyes is worth getting shot over.
Dude, okay, the hype's over. You can get a chicken sandwich. No one's gonna kill you, dog. All right. It was just it was like the McDonald's Szechuan sauce thing, you know? People get a little crazy. That just tells you what's wrong with society, and then we all move on.
Okay. I mean, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not hating people who like it. It's just like out of all the restaurants,
Daniel, you hate yourself, dog. You hate yourself. Out of all the restaurants
that exist in the towns that we both live in, I think there are better options, and apparently my girlfriend agrees with you guys. So
yeah, that's great. She's got.
I told her I think fried chicken is a little overrated, and
Yeah.
she said hot take. So
Yeah, that's a really hot take. That's why
It's
she.
such an easy, quick, satisfying meal. Like it's
I mean,
just,
it really. I'm gonna give credit. My dad bought the fried chicken from like Costco,
Mhm.
and
Delicious.
yeah, like usually, yeah, Costco just makes good shit. That's just the moral of that story. But I think I don't know. I feel like I've had like KFC isn't as good as it was. You know what I mean?
Okay, KFC's trash, but that's
aside from the famous bowl, I will destroy
the famous. Well,
the
you
famous
see,
bowl.
The popcorn chicken. I don't like how much it costs for me only getting 3 like chicken tenders or chicken strips. That's what bothers me.
yeah, but I think that's just equate to like, I mean, you also go like to Carl's Jr. like and you get a meal and like I should have just went out and like to a breakfast place at that point. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it's just
Carl's
everything.
Jr.'s for breakfast place.
Well, like, you know, if we're talking or like for lunch or for whatever, you know what I mean? I should have
Like,
sat down.
back to my first point. You got those people like my sister. We will take her to a high-end, fancy Italian place.
Yeah.
She will skim the menu
Mhm.
and order a 3-piece chicken tender meal for $15.
Listen.
Okay.
Okay,
Listen,
I went.
I don't understand. You don't understand.
You got because
But
here's the
you
thing
gotta
about that.
play your market.
Here's the strategy behind that. It makes sense because if you go to a restaurant and they fuck up chicken nuggets or chicken, then you know what. How am I supposed to trust you with?
Terrible. Chicken.
It's okay,
chicken
like-
tenders is not.
Like
should
listen,
not
like
be-
if it's like 4 a.m. at a Denny's, yeah, get the chicken strips. That's good.
Mhm.
If you got Raising Cane's, which is all they serve is
You
chicken,
can only get chicken tenders.
get the fucking tenders. That's delicious. But I agree with Raul. Like if you're at like an Italian, it's like the same thing like ordering a hamburger at like a Mexican restaurant. Like you can order a torta, but you can't order a hamburger. Like why are you gonna do that to yourself, dog? What the fuck?
True story. My sister, we went to the pier. We were on the coast.
Mhm.
Went to this like special restaurant that specializes in like, what's that fried squid? Calamari.
Calamari. Okay.
Like just seafood.
Mhm.
She ordered a
Paul,
burger.
she ordered a burger at the calamari
Burger.
place.
Like, because they didn't have chicken tenders. Otherwise, she would have ordered a burger. So I'm just saying, there's
Hey,
That's
no,
fucking
okay. This is
wild.
why. This is my story of why I understand the logic. So we went to Mexico, me and my family, and we went to Mexico City. And one of the things, obviously, is if you get accustomed to the standards of American cuisine, even as bad as it still is better in the sense from like some foreign places, from foreign countries. And so my parents were and my sibling were like, hey, like let's do the whole thing. Let's do like street tacos and let's do like the Mexican food, all that stuff, right? Because it's made in Mexico. And for some reason, I was like 11, I think, and I was like, no, I'm gonna just do the hamburgers. So I did the hamburgers. Basically the next day, everyone in my family had food poisoning besides me. So that was for me. I was like, okay, well, like I know the safe, like that's why I stand by the. If they fuck that up, then I was gonna get sick eating whatever else I was gonna get sick eating. Yeah, that's my logic.
But listen,
okay, so-
sometimes it's worth the risk. That's all I'm gonna
Yeah.
say.
Is it though?
But back to the Raising Cane's point. My
Yeah,
point
okay.
being is like, do you have those
Is-
people who want that safe pick and
Is
they go to
Raising
Raising
Cane's
Cane's,
the best?
and then you have people like me and Gunner who enjoy the little higher end meal every now and then. And Raising Cane's is elevated chicken tenders. You can't tell me otherwise. So you get best of both worlds. You get those 4th grader children who love chicken tenders, all the way up to me and Gunner, who it's just satisfying. It's delicious.
So fucking good, dude. So fucking good. I agree.
They're making money. I'm gonna open
Dude.
up a chicken tender shop. You know what?
Listen.
You gotta get fries and chicken.
Dude, you gotta get the sauce. The sauce is pinnacle. So good. Raising Cane's, if you're listening, I'll do anything for a sponsorship, dog.
I will do a mukbang channel of
Yeah.
straight Raising Cane's.
How much Raising Cane's
4
can you
cups
do
of sauce?
before you die?
I stand by. I don't think Raising Cane's is the best.
Okay, how many times have you had Raising Cane's?
Twice.
So you
Yeah.
I have a question there. Do you, when you go places, do you ever just order chicken tenders?
No, I do
Like-
try and be. You honestly, I'm gonna be honest. If there's like, this is gonna sound really, but if there's like a spicy, like if there's anything that involves jalapenos,
Mhm.
I'm probably gonna order that. Like if like I like spicy food. So like for me, like if I can have like jalapenos in my food, then I'll have like. So usually
There's this thing called buffalo sauce you can dip the chicken tenders into.
I think they give you hot sauce at Raising Cane's too.
they do.
Tabasco.
I don't know. I just thought okay. I'm just saying. I just thought it was all right. That's all I'm saying. That's all.
And
You guys can eat it.
And you, boy, but I'm just asking. You prefer Raising Cane's over? So you prefer Popeyes over Raising Cane's?
That's different though. You don't order chicken tenders from Popeyes, do you? You order like.
Or do you order? What do you order?
Three-piece, bro.
No, wait.
Yeah,
What?
I order the meal like I do. Oh no, I ordered the chicken sandwich thing.
That's different.
That's different. Chicken sandwich slaps at Popeyes, and also their wild berry beignets.
Interesting.
Sure.
I don't know. Fried chicken is not my thing. That's all. That's all I'm saying. It's not.
Raising Cane's is delicious, man.
Thank you. I agree.
The fries, they're okay.
The fries are okay a lot, and are only okay at a lot of places. It's kind of surprising.
Yeah.
Wendy's
Okay,
fries
so
are good.
hold on. Now that we're on fries, Gunner, I know you're gonna hate me for saying it,
Is it In-N-Out?
but I love the waffle fries from Chick-fil-A.
Oh, yeah. You know,
Emmett's eating there, so we're fine.
okay. You see,
I told you.
okay.
I asked him last time. I bet Emmett has Chick-fil-A, so I
Listen,
think we're good.
practice what you preach.
Sure.
And then the other thing is, I've tried Raising Cane's. I don't think it tastes good. Like
You mean Chick-fil-A?
or yeah, not Raising. Yeah, I love Raising Cane's.
Aha!
That was a mistake.
win. I
Love
win.
that shit. Eat there every day. No, but I've had Chick-fil-A. I think Chick-fil-A sucks. Like I think it's like the
What
same reason.
did you order?
I had a chicken sandwich.
You gotta get the spicy chicken deluxe, man.
It just the only thing
The
I liked.
10-piece nuggets.
The only thing I liked was that like the utensils and the condiments. They were like the big size ones. That was the only thing I liked there. I did not like it, and I thought it was kind of really expensive.
Yeah, it is.
And
it
they
is
also
expensive.
And then I found out they don't like the gays, and it was like, well, that's
There
just
you go. That was
for that
solve
Very
reason,
on
that
top.
problem for us.
and for that reason, I'm out. But yeah, no, I hate Chick-fil-A. I hate Chick-fil-A. I don't know. My sister loves Chick-fil-A. I don't get it.
Well, I think yours is more like a political thing than a.
No, because like, well, I mean, yes, but like at the same time, it's not good. Like I don't get it.
I guess that's the same reason that Daniel's saying about,
But you see-
Raising Cane's. It's
But you
just
see,
like-
my thing is like I know I'm right, and I know Daniel's wrong, so it's just weird, dog.
Whoa,
That's
but you're also wrong.
in the words of the Big Lebowski.
I don't
that's
think
just
so.
Like that's just like your opinion, man.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
so. I
The
don't
dude,
think-
the dude abides.
That's just facts. That's just science.
That's just science. Oh,
Yeah.
it's okay. I'm 90% sure my roommate is in agreement as well
About the Chick-fil-A or
about the
the
Raising Cane's.
Raising
Cane's.
Cane's.
Hold on.
There's no. What's up with this? Raising Cane's is so good, dude. And
Listen, I enjoy Raising Cane's, but if I'm like trying to pick somewhere to go,
All
Raising
right,
Cane's
I have
is probably
confirmation
not
from my
even, like,
roommate.
on the list.
Raising Cane's is overhyped. The bread was better than the chicken itself.
Whoa! What about the sauce?
wait, what about the sauce? Yeah, the sauce is everything is pinnacle.
He said it's
The
Alright,
dude
thumbs
abides
up.
by the sauce.
The sauce is.
Sauce does carry Raising Cane's. I mean,
I mean, like the other.
I said this in a previous pod. I see no difference between going to A&W and ordering 3-piece chicken tender.
Hold on, who goes to A&W?
Dog, okay,
Okay,
that's
this is
no,
Kayla's-
Is it you
Dude,
guys?
No. This
No,
I-
no.
we've
Have you
had-
seen it? Have you seen someone posted a tweet? It was like, what is the secret society that's been keeping like Long John Silver's
And Arby's and
in
shit.
and like in business? Is it you guys?
No, Long
Long
John Silver, Arby's, garbage.
Who owns Arby's right now? Someone just bought Arby's for a shit ton of money.
No, Arby's bought somebody.
Oh, you're right. Arby's bought some. Who funds Arby's? That's a good question. Someone should do
They
a
have
deep
the
dive
money,
on
dude.
that.
They have
But
a
back to your first question.
Yeah, but okay, let's talk
It's
about
Kayla's secret pleasure.
Yes.
Is A&W.
When I
Oh.
found out, I was so surprised. It threw me for a loop.
the
It threw me
A&W's
for
bad or good.
that Kayla loves A&W.
Listen,
Like-
in high school, you know, you buy those like student like cards, and they have
Yeah.
like buy one get one for these locations. So we're broke. We got $5. You get 2 burgers at A&W with some chili cheese fries. It's perfect. I think for her, it's more of a nostalgia thing. You know, like she ate it growing up, and she kind of just doesn't want to admit that it's like,
Kind of mid.
yeah, but we go
There you
anyway.
go.
And that's why, and that's
We
my
all know
reason.
it.
That's why
Yeah.
I get the chicken tenders. Don't tell her I said that.
All right.
Your
how
secret,
do
your
we-
secret, your secret.
I think I brought it up to her the other day. I was like, Kayla, I honestly don't even like A&W that much. She's like, but we get it all the time. I'm like,
You
I
get
know,
it.
because
I feel
you
like
ask
in
all
every,
the
and
time.
every day I get closer to dying. Because
That's so funny.
okay,
Okay.
here's another food since we're still on the topic of food. What about so I guess Taco Bell just brought back their Mexican pizza.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for bringing that up. I hate that. I can't
That-
stand
my
the
old
Mexican
boss
pizza,
from the
bro. I
dorm
can't, bro.
from the dorms just posted it on her Instagram story, and holy ass tits, as a brown man, that shit is offensive.
Yeah, it is.
shit- That shit is bad.
Wait, I
dude.
haven't seen any new. Is it exactly the same as what it used to be? Just
It
like a
literally-
layer of beans and like just tomato chunks everywhere.
Yes and no. Let me see if I can find her story.
I've actually never had the Taco Bell
Dinner.
Mexican pizza.
You are not missing anything, bro. It is.
Figured.
Taco Bell has some pretty suspect stuff on
Okay,
it.
I'm showing it. I'm showing it into the camera.
I think I could look it up.
Ready?
Yeah, I also
Ready?
did.
Oh, here, I got it. I got that.
I'm watching,
feeling.
I'm watching.
I'm watching. Let's see.
Literally just tomato and beans.
You
and,
get
like,
yeah that as
It's-
a
so-
self-respecting brown man.
Is it okay? I
I'm
think it's
offended.
double layered tostada too. I think there's like a tostada, like a layer
Yeah,
or something.
I was
and
gonna
another, because that's a pizza. There's 2 layers. And then
I was gonna say it's like a crunch wrap, but they just didn't wrap it, and then they threw like the leftovers lettuce and tomatoes on top.
But correct me if I'm wrong. There's no meat on it. There's no meat in it.
There's no
Also,
meat.
Yeah.
What?
I know who's keeping
Chris-
Arby's
Chris
and
has
Long
some
John
good takes
Silver's
about
afloat.
Because of Chris.
Chris has
It's
some
Chris,
good takes
bro.
about what?
Chris.
It's
What do I-
Chris, man.
We're arguing about food.
On a
Our
how
food
many
takes are
Don't-
how
terrible.
many
Don't
times
make me leave again.
how many times a month do you go to Arby's? Tell me right now.
At
Don't lie.
least
Don't lie to me.
Hey, if he goes
How
to
many times
rallies,
do I
he
go to
definitely goes to
Arby's?
Arby's. Bro.
Yeah.
-5 because Arby's is peak trash.
Nah, it's
Don't
we're
lie.
at,
He's lying,
Oh,
bro. He's
Don't
lying.
lie.
Yeah,
Nope,
okay.
genuine. Genuine. Now
You
I
gotta-
will
okay.
defend rallies peak.
No. Arby's
talking
and
about-
Long John
No,
Silver's.
okay, actually,
I've never been to Long John Silver's.
Everyone,
I don't know.
hold on,
The
hold
only
on,
thing I've gotten
hold
from
on.
Long John Silver's is their hush puppies, which are
Listen.
peak.
Chris is about to decide something right now.
All right.
Don't say nothing. I'm just gonna. All right, Raising Cane's. Is it good or bad?
12 out of 10.
Ooh, 3 out
Finally,
of 4.
alright. Someone put Daniel in the corner.
Daniel's cool.
Daniel,
Daniel's
wait.
corner.
He doesn't. He said
You
it's
didn't like
mid.
Raising Cane's? Really?
Dog,
said
we've
he
been
was-
talking for 20 minutes about this shit. Dog.
No, I didn't think it was as great as everyone's making it sound.
Dude, I don't know what's wrong with him.
How do you say you're dumb as fuck without saying you're dumb as fuck?
You gotta forgive him. He's got a lot of childhood
Listen.
issues, so it's
We all
it's, you
do.
know.
That's not an excuse.
I think it's not to die for, but if I want some chicken tenders, I'm gonna go
Hey.
Raising Cane's. Like,
Is this where I divert and casually bring up that Kayla eats at A&W? Does that
hey,
work?
listen.
What's wrong with A&W?
Okay.
Oh, Chris.
I want to know.
Chris. No, dog, no.
Okay, let me preface. Let me preface. I haven't eaten at A&W in a long time, and the one thing I do remember from them is their god tier root beer floats. Because if they
Oh,
fuck
I
that up,
agree with that.
No, the root beer
They
Well,
better
floats.
have good fucking root beer floats.
A&W, the root beer is
They're
delicious.
A&W.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
that.
So that's the only
We're
thing I
not-
remember. That's why I
no
said,
one's-
"What's wrong with
no one-
A&W?"
no one's debating the root beer floats. I'm
Okay,
talking about.
I will.
the
I'm going to
food.
say I think if I remember correctly, their fries are all right, and I don't like hot dogs, and I think they're known for like their chili dogs and shit. and those things are trash. So okay, like I'm half and half.
Agreed.
Like A&W is good and AOW is trash.
The burger's like
I've never had their burgers, so I don't know.
you can make that shit on a stovetop better.
Damn.
A frozen patty, put some bacon, and you good.
No
Damn.
seasoning. No seasoning.
Maybe some Lowry's, but that's it.
Lowry sells everything, bro. Dang.
That's so funny.
That's
All
tough.
right.
No, that do you guys know Bobby Salazar? They sell like a
Yeah.
salsa.
Bobby's
Yeah. Bobby
Salazar's
Salazar's salsa
ass.
is so good.
Wait, the restaurant
Bobby
or the
Salazar,
salsa?
Bobby Salazar, and what's that other place we fucking went to?
Oh no, okay. Bobby
Corona,
Salazar.
Corona
so
House.
Bobby Salazar.
Fuck those places.
The restaurant is trash. The salsa's good. Casa Corona is
Casa
good.
Corona, Casa
but David
Corona's
got
ass.
fucked over.
Listen, I found out recently that there is a Bobby Salazar's restaurant. I didn't even know. I just buy the salsa, and I went, and I was like, I wonder if that place is good. But now got confirmation. Don't go there.
The restaurant is indeed garb, but the salsa is really good. I like the Bobby Salazar salsa. I think
There, no, I'm gonna be honest. No salsa I've ever store bought has matched Tacos Marquitos' salsa. So
No.
I'm just
but Tacos Marquitos this is like Fresno people. Tacos Marquitos is a godsend. It literally is the best.
tacos.
like,
Yeah, I
Never
would
heard of it. I should.
you
look-
need to have heard of it. He didn't go to Fresno State.
I didn't.
He didn't go to Fresno State. It's understandable.
Oh yeah, no, he went to SJ. I forgot.
Yeah, but
I know what
Kayla
good
should
food
have heard
tastes
of
like.
Tacos Marquitos.
Shut the fuck up, dog.
You was actually really funny.
didn't-
Hold on. There are no A&Ws in San Jose.
Kayla must have been so depressed.
She
Is
was.
there?
I know. I was very happy.
I'm trying to think. There's an A&W in Merced. I know that much.
There's one here. There's one here on Blackstone, I think.
Is there one on
I
Blackstone?
think so. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but I don't know anybody that's like been like, where do you want to go eat? Fucking A&W.
Kayla.
Well, now you have. You
Kayla.
partied with this woman, and
Man.
Kayla.
Kayla's cool in my book. She can have a slip
What's
up.
that?
That's fine.
Well,
Hey, wait. Can I throw something in the?
Yeah.
The pot.
So okay, listen, Chris.
She's already as mad as she's gonna be, dog.
So she's really particular about her food. And you remember that time we all went as a group to like Mimi's Cafe?
Yeah.
She was like the whole time after she's like, that food was mid. I
Okay.
could have got somewhere better.
I'm going to say
Uh-oh.
Mimi's Cafe has been trash except for one. So I found out that it's a chain when I went to LA, and there's one on Ventura Boulevard. And that was the first time I ever had Mimi's, and holy shit, was it the best food
Oh.
I've ever had in my life.
So you had a good Mimi's.
Yes, I had a good Mimi's in Ventura, but then the 2 times after, I went to one in Modesto, and it was
Mhm.
awful. And then the one that we all went to, and again, I didn't care for it too much. So I will agree with Kayla. But if you hit up the one on Ventura Boulevard, it's
Okay.
life changing.
Ever since then, she was like, we can't let Chris pick where we eat anymore.
Oh no, I will
definitely-
wholeheartedly
it
agree with that.
Hold on,
Dude,
it
every
gets-
fucking
it gets
time.
better. It gets better. And then recently, when we came over, we went to Vintage Days, and you said Pokeland.
Pokeland's so peak.
So-
She didn't
so-
like Pokeland.
No. We
Okay.
got Pokeland. She loved it.
Okay.
I love it. It's delicious.
Fucking
Okay.
delicious. Yeah, so
So you got your card back.
All
It-
right.
You can,
Good.
you can
We'll
throw
say
in
though,
a
it is-
suggestion.
Yes.
It's unnecessarily expensive.
Sushi. It's
Poke-
sushi
Poke's
in a
Poke,
bowl.
bro.
Yeah.
It's gonna be.
Okay,
you know what
so-
though? But I gotta say the like because that is what you pay for Poke.
Yeah.
But a Pokeland, man, like
They
I
give you
went,
so much.
dude. They give you so much, and the
Yeah.
options. I went when they first opened, and me and Jessica didn't like Pokeland at first because they didn't have a lot of options. It was pretty much like
Crab
they
meat,
had like crab meat, and then
tuna.
like, yeah, and then like the not the sashimi or whatever
Salmon?
the
Sashimi.
sashimi, yeah.
So,
So-
Salmon.
Thank you. But anyways, but when we ordered it last time we were up in Fresno, they have so much options. You can get pork belly.
Yeah.
You can get like it's so
You get
Cilantro
Daniel's
lime
favorite,
shrimp.
the bacon fried rice.
bacon fried rice. Okay, now we're judging my shit.
No, I'm not judging. I'm
Bacon
just saying
fried
like
rice.
that's literally
Wow.
Daniel's staple. Also, I also turned Daniel and Emmett onto Pokey as well, because I remember when I got Pokey when I was living with them, and Daniel
They
was
were
like,
like,
"It's
"What
just
the
the
fuck?"
Chipotle of sushi. It
Oh,
looks
that
terrible."
sounds like a very Daniel thing
Blah,
to
blah,
say.
Daniel was
now,
saying that.
and now Daniel is all about that Pokey
He's
life.
on
bro.
the
put it on the record. I fucking hate Chipotle.
That's
I hate
understand.
what
That's
they're
fair. I like Chipotle because I'm black.
I like
So
Listen, I like Chipotle because it's the healthiest fast food option you can get.
for
Like,
sure.
if you like trying to get something like 20 minutes, you're not finding anything under like 1,000 calories, and
Yeah.
unless you order like a kid's burger, you know.
If you ever
Or
get the
nuggets.
chance, there's an actual like I've actually found a Mexican version of Chipotle where it's more like Mexicanized, and that shit, that is what that is what Chipotle should have been.
Where is that? Avenal?
It's legit the truck stop outside
Who
of
the
Avenal.
fuck is driving to
truck
Avenal
stop.
for
It's
called-
Chipotle?
it's called Mariscos. And it's literally same style as Chipotle. You go up, they ask what you want.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, oh, I want a burrito.
Isn't
It
every
is-
other taco truck called Mariscos?
It's
It might-
true.
And there's a chain.
Dude, there's the best taco truck in Mercedes called Tacos y Mariscos Sinaloas. It's got mariscos in it.
Oh, okay. I have a question for you guys, since you guys are Fresnonians. Or...
If you're gonna ask me what the best food in
Fresnans?
Fresno is, I'm just gonna say
Tacos
No,
Martinez.
no, no. Okay, so
Very
listen.
close.
So recently, my job where I work, they did
Uh-oh.
like
who catered.
someone was like, "Where should I go out to get tacos?" And I don't know the area, but they name dropped a couple of spots. So I just want to confirm with you guys.
All right.
Robert Tito's.
No, is trash. Is trash. They're both
Terrible.
trash. Okay.
Hold on, let me pull it up.
You do order a lot of Robertitos, Daniel.
Only
Robert-
when he's inebriated.
Yeah, Robert Tito's is a hate pick. Robert Tito's is the Mexican equivalent of calling your ex for a hookup, and you know you're both bad for each other.
I've
But
never
you're like,
heard
dude, I'm
food be called a bad ex. I've also never heard food be called a hate pick.
But you're like, I'm down to clown, and there you go. And now you're eating a burrito with fucking horchata. It's fucking 2 a.m.
Okay.
The room spinning.
I got it. Ready? La Elegante,
I've never had it.
Taco Pinto,
Never had
I've
it.
heard of it, never had it.
Don Pepe's.
Pepe's
Mid.
is good.
It's like
Did you
it's
just say
like
mid?
it's like 6 out of 10.
Oh fucking K, dude.
Why get Don Pepe's when you get
Dumb as
tacos?
fucking
Don
shit.
Pepe's is delicious, dog.
I will say
Okay.
that
What
I
do you
used
get?
to
Where have
think
you gone from
I
Don
used to
Pepe's?
think Don Pepe's was peak, but now I'm like, eh.
Yeah, wait, what did you get from Don Pepe's?
What did I get?
Oh yeah.
I got the super
The-
burrito
the
or the regular
tortilla.
burrito, one of the two. Pastor, I always get pastor. Every taco place I get is El Pastor.
Okay.
Can I get a quesadilla with no cheese?
I do get that at Quesadilla Grill, and I love them. For it.
Wait.
What?
You go. Wait.
Okay, to be fair,
Shut
Quesadilla
up.
Gorilla does like
They do
you can pick your own
weird-ass
options. And they do
fucking-
combos like weird
Yeah.
Wait.
combos like that. Like
That's the
you
point.
have to
It's
choose. I
called
know, but
quesadilla.
No, now it's called Dilla. Just the Dilla.
They have a peanut butter
Wait, so you go
jelly.
to Quesadilla Gorilla
sounds
and don't
great.
get cheese.
Dude,
But I'm not
that's
spending
sweet.
$12 on a
Fucking
peanut
idiot,
butter
bro.
jelly. Oh, I know, I'm stupid. But
Yeah.
no, so here's how you substitute it. You want to hear what I get at Quesadilla
No.
Grill on this
Oh my
stuff?
God.
I'm kind
Nah,
of.
too bad I'm
Yeah.
listening. Nah, too bad you're listening. Put me in the corner after. I don't give a shit. There you go.
He's
Spanish
excited.
rice, bacon,
Okay.
carne asada, salsa. It's literally so
A
fucking good.
taco with
Is
bacon.
that a taco?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a taco, but you smush it.
Okay. All right, I got 2 more. Castillo's
Never had it.
and Dab Taco.
I don't know, but I
Don
want to go
Pepe's- Don
to Dab
Pepe's is the
Taco.
best.
Oh, you know what?
Pepe's.
I've heard Dab Taco's good.
I've never
Actually, I
been
will say
there.
Don Pepe's-
Actually, I had Dab Tacos. It was okay.
It's on Orange.
It's on it's downtown.
They have a
Downtown,
food.
okay.
They have a
I've
food
never
truck
had
too,
Do
right?
they?
I'm
Okay.
gonna be 100%. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I taught in like near the downtown area for when I was in my credentials,
During
it. Same.
and your boy did.
You did not enjoy?
I'm not one to frequent the downtown. If you feel me.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean, yeah,
it's,
you eat at Robert Tito's, dog. Like,
There's really good taco truck. I don't remember the name. Taco Grounds. That's like really fucking good. But the fairgrounds is pretty far away from Bitwise, so
It's okay, dude. All of Fresno's 15 minutes up and down. Like it's not even
It
that
really
far.
is.
It really
It's-
is.
it's
Daniel,
honestly,
Daniel was
anybody-
talking about it yesterday. He was like, Fresno's a lot smaller than you think.
Anyone who complains about having to drive 15 minutes one way,
It's the 30
it's
minute.
not that hard.
The 30
It's the
minute drive.
traffic.
Is the
Traffic
you
is
never
so
realize.
bad sometimes here, dude.
At like 5 for like 4 miles. It's not even that bad.
No, it's bad for us, but we're not used to San Jose traffic.
Yeah, that shit.
That is
Dude,
true.
I was fucking.
That
Yeah,
should be
I,
hours, bro.
Yeah.
I picked up. I started doing Uber Eats, and like I was trying to take this one person their order, and they ordered like teriyaki don, and they were all the way down past Shaw, and I hit every fucking red light going
Jeez,
past
don't you
Shaw.
hate
Dude.
that?
I was so fucking done.
Fresno left red lights are terrible.
Yeah, I fucking know.
You,
I
oh, when you were at
know,
the dorms, that one on Shaw and Barton that takes like 10 minutes to fucking
bro.
you like automatically late for your shift if you left 5 minutes before
Honestly, I used to have to text people, and be like, "I'm here. I'm making the left."
at the red light.
Yeah.
This red light won't change. I had a buddy that lived at the dorms with me, and he said he wouldn't even sit at the left red turns. He would go straight and make a U-turn and go right.
Dude, sometimes it's
Because
faster.
it's so
though.
much faster.
Have you ever seen somebody, and I saw this in Fresno actually, someone hit a red light, right?
Yeah.
Made a right turn, does a U-turn, makes another right turn to bypass this red light.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I live near the on-ramp to the 99 on Shaw, which is like the busiest street in Fresno, and there's a little gas station on the corner to get onto Shaw, and people do not wait for the red light because it's a one-lane fucking road that I live on. So they go cut across this gas station, say fuck the red light, yada yada. I'm like, guys, that parking lot's not big enough for everyone to be making this cut. Like, y'all need to chill. So yeah, I've seen people in Fresno do some stupid shit. So has Daniel. He's experienced it.
What? Oh, the
Quite
left turn
literally.
shit, dude.
Any Fresno driving, it's terrible.
No, dude. Honestly, like half of these people don't have fucking licenses.
They shouldn't. I think they just give licenses to anyone at this point.
Honestly,
I do have to say it was a culture shock when I moved up to Fresno, because people in Fresno do like, because like in Visalia, people will drive like fast and like run the red lights, but I feel like it's that kind of like that, and you've experienced it more at SJ, that city like driving aggression. I don't know, people get so fucking angry. There's so much road rage, and
Yeah.
like people just are doing, like you said, they'll fucking just circumvent and like drive through a fucking gas station parking lot, will like do all this crazy shit just to do like the stupidest shit, like turn your blinker on and shift over or some shit, you know, or like just wait for a red light. So I was kind of a bit of a culture shock coming up to Fresno.
Even today, I was driving home from Daniel's, and I was on the 180, and fuck it, the 180 west going towards like the 99 split, and there was this dude in like this fucking Tahoe, like this big ass SUV, cutting these goddamn small ass gaps to fucking swerve in between people, thinking he's
dude, you
NASCAR.
fucking.
I'm like, yo, you're fucking playing with, and he wasn't even using his blinker. My man was playing with fire. I was like, okay, guy. Like,
Hey, the blinker's optional, dog, if you go fast enough.
blinker's a suggestion.
Bruh. Transition time. Now that we're done talking about food and talking about
Tacos
shitty
Marquitos.
Fresno
Tacos
driving,
Marquitos is eternal. Chris is stupid for the Don Pepe slander, but we'll discuss that another time.
that is wackadoo. Raising
I
Cane's
gave
for
it a
life.
6.
That's
That's
still
This is, like,
failing.
bad.
that's a fail.
No one
No,
says
it's a
D's get
D, it's a
degrees.
pass.
7 is like respectable, you know. 6 is just like, you know.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's
go
how I
back.
feel about Don Pepe. Okay, moving on. Whatever.
Anyways, let's
up?
do it. We're gonna introduce a little new segment today. We're already about halfway through the pod.
This is corner.
Chris's corner is already actually Daniel's corner. Chris had not that bad of takes, actually.
I've not
Yeah.
been here for too long, so we'll see. It's still time.
So we've decided I officially will be the face for the mukbang Gaifus channel.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do like
Mhm.
a separate
I'm an
thing.
ugly eater. That's understandable.
No, I think you do like. I think
we should have Gunner on there.
Yeah.
Ooh.
No.
We get the most. We get the most noises.
It's a weird.
The
It's
only
like a
noises
sexual
you'll be-
experience, but no one's having
The
fun.
only noises you'll be getting from him is fucking the cracking open of a Bud Light every 2 seconds.
you gotta stay hydrated, dog. You gotta stay hydrated.
You gotta get the
Daniel,
food
I
down.
think Gunner
Hey.
needs a nutritional lesson.
Otherwise, it's a choking hazard. It's a choking hazard.
Listen, when you have to drink or I die.
I'm trying to stay safe out there, guys. Okay, and I recommend everybody staying safe out there. All right, we have a new thing we're gonna try out today. Daniel, do you want to introduce it?
Yes. So we are on Twitter. I'm not very good at tweeting because I have thoughts, and I also teach, so I'm not allowed to have a thought because by the time I've had a thought, my classroom's on fire. So not a lot of that, but I do like to silently watch some of these psychotic takes that exists onto Twitter. Is if you guys have ever seen Ultron, the Age of Ultron movie, he talks about how the reason he chooses to destroy humanity is because he was online, like was on Twitter for like 10 seconds or something like that, and he's like, and then I realized that humanity needs to die. It's a very understandable take.
You understand that?
No, Ultron did nothing wrong, and I've been doing this Twitter thing for about 2-3 days or about a week or so, and
Ultron is the best Marvel villain, so I'd agree. He did nothing wrong.
That's a hot take. We'll talk on that one later. That's a hot take.
Did you meet the purple one?
That guy was
Yeah,
cool.
he was like, he was dumb.
He was, dude. Dog, if
He
you
was
say, dude, if you say he's
He was-
6 out of 10, I'm gonna leave.
He's like 7, like a cool 7.
Like a 7 minus.
When Gunner chuckle wheezes like that, I don't know if his brain's like not able to process the take or. But
Shut the fuck up.
no, I mean because Chris has bad takes. That wasn't an insult.
I think it was insulting me. Anywho,
Have you ever tried to give a compliment, but it came out as an insult? So
Story of my teaching
career. But anyways,
so I called this lovely segment "Tales from the Tweet," where I take some of the more interesting. They tend to be anime related, but I find a hot take and I share it with you guys, and we talk about how valid the takes are, and how we feel about it, and how angry it makes us. So I have a couple lined up. Here's one I liked. This is from a Naruto Twitter. Naruto has the best transformations in anime.
the
How do we
best
feel?
transformation.
Yes. So
Who transforms?
they applied a picture, and it's so when Naruto has his first transformation where he gets like the fox outline. There's him with his sage mode. There's him with his 6 paths where he's like Dragon Ball Z out. There's where he has the whole gold in the Naruto Sasuke fight in Boruto, and then he actually gets another mode in Boruto after that.
Can I be honest?
Yeah. Was that what we're doing this
No.
podcast?
No. Yes. So, anyways, I really love Naruto in Sage mode,
yes,
like with that whole outfit.
yes,
I don't like 6-path Naruto.
Yes, I
Okay.
agree. I wholeheartly agree.
You don't like You don't like Ninja Super Saiyan?
I don't like how he's like enveloped, like he's like Superman of like ninja, like because like he should be like a badass. Like I feel like Sage mode was a good compromise from like your like part, because like the big ninja users, I felt like in Naruto really focused on animals and stuff. We have the big three had each an animal. Naruto's learning from Jiraiya, who's master of the toads, summoning jutsu. So it was really nice to encapsulate all that into
Sage mode.
Yeah,
Sage mode Naruto had the most drip in that show and
Yeah.
the best fucking interest.
and that's the other thing. And it really like he stepped into the role of Jiraiya. I
Yes.
felt like in that moment.
I don't know. I like it,
Are you serious?
but it's not my favorite.
Oh,
You
troll
serious?
pig.
Just like I disagree with the tweet, and that I don't think Naruto has the best transformations.
Well, okay.
That's the point of the tweet.
The point of the tweet,
That's the
yeah.
question I have for you. Does Naruto have the best transformation?
I mean, you got to debate the out transformations before we can, really get into it. But I do agree, Naruto does not have the best transformations. That's whack.
Trying to
The One Piece fans are awfully quiet right now.
He's prepped. He's got a monologue ready.
He's got Jesus mode. Doesn't Luffy Loki have like it's like his Sage mode, but it's not Sage mode? Like his new, what is it? Bagman, Happy Man, Kung Fu Man, Rubber Man.
You're saying Bounce Man?
What's his newest form? Green Goose.
Goose?
Apple
Mama
juice.
juice.
Yo,
Juice.
dude, when Luffy turned into a duck,
Mongoose,
wild.
chocolate green snake, chocolate
You
shake.
know, actually,
Fuck
they
it is.
confirmed that One Piece. You know how like he has the cool drawings on his Gear 4, like he has like all the swirls. You can't actually see that either. Like Demon Slayer, like there's no art when you're swinging the sword, so it's just him being a fat dude. He doesn't even look
Kind
dope
of
as
takes the
shit.
magic away, doesn't it?
listen, even with all the swirls and shit, he looks so stupid as fuck. I just got to the Dressrosa part where he goes in the fourth gear for the first time. I'm
Well,
like,
even
what?
Doflamingo says that he's like,
Like-
so you're just like bouncy,
Shit was so-
and then he does like the Snake Man punch and like clocks Doflamingo, and Doflamingo's like,
That
oh,
was
fuck,
good.
wait.
That
Oh,
was
wait.
like, yeah. I was like, oh, this is for real. But One Piece would be the anime, like to hype up like someone turned into like just like a goose, and like it would pull it
Yeah,
off.
and then I mean, that's how. What was it? Who's the second guy in the Baroque works? He is like a goose. He's like a goose theme, right?
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Number two. I know.
And it
you're
was
talking-
then he was
Yeah.
like, he's number 2. I'm like,
Yeah, he
I-
does his swan, his the
Yeah.
leg fighting style. Yes.
I think I would have to say, I'm lame in the sense I would either say Bleach.
Bleach is good.
Yeah, I think Ichigo's Hollow Mask. It's fucking tight. Or I mean, this is gonna be easy pick, but Dragon Ball, Super Saiyan's iconic.
That's why you like Six Paths Naruto so much.
Yeah, because it's like, yeah, but then no one goes, I'm going 6 paths. You know what I mean? Everyone talks about like, oh, like they went Super Saiyan. No one says I went 6 paths Naruto. Like Super Saiyan has become like part of like the vernacular if you've like watched Dragon Ball Z growing up. Like no one's like, I'm going Sage mode. Okay.
I'm really trying to think about character transitions like that.
I also have another segue, and this is I think for more the Hunter x Hunter fans.
Mhm. I
Um,
real quick before you transition. I think
Huh?
My Hero really does
But they don't
transformations.
transform though.
Who
I
transforms?
think
Well,
He's
like
like,
I don't think anyone in MH.
No one.
well, the
Besides
costumes.
All
and
Might.
stuff.
That's not transforming though.
Even
It's
it's
just
like power level, like
wardrobe.
shonen power level transformation. Like
Well, I mean, like, yeah, because it took the next step on. Like Deku went from
poor Gunner, he just fucking
using
pummeled
like
that
his
thing.
like hand to hand, and he switched over to like a leg fighting stance, and like his costume evolved.
Whack.
I think
Yeah,
now
he's
that
gonna
you
go
guys
drink some
mentioned
Clorox,
Hunter x
yeah.
Hunter, I think now that you guys mentioned Hunter, I think that might be my favorite. I was also thinking about like Kill la Kill. Kill la Kill's got some awesome transformations. As like
Trash.
fucking cheesy and trash they are.
Garbage.
Yeah, whatever.
Basura.
I still like Kill la Kill transformations.
Nah, fuck you guys. My Hero's great. I'm out of here.
We're not
Bullshit.
no.
That's not the point,
No,
bro.
Gunner's gonna like this one. Okay, so that was the first one, and we have
Okay.
Gunner's feelings.
Yeah, you did. I'm very hurt.
So
I'm
someone tweeted a picture
send
saying
some
that-
hateful emails.
someone said this is the tweet. I need motherfuckers to understand that Midoriya is better than Gon. That's the tweet.
Ooh.
Whack take. Bad take. Terrible take. If
My
Gon didn't
hero
have the
is-
whole like eternal hate for P2 thing, maybe. But even then, I don't know. Deku kind of a weak MC, I'm not gonna lie. So
Cry baby
Mm.
ass bitch.
yes,
Okay,
yeah.
hold up. I
Bro,
don't
like
think
Chris
that.
acted like someone just insulted their sibling.
I know,
Dude, Gon is kind of
No, Gon. No, like, listen. The debate between who's a better main character, Gon or Midoriya, like, that's not. You can't even. They're very hard to compare because Gon, happy-go-lucky
haven't-
kid.
We haven't even gotten to Midoriya doing his basically black suit Spider-Man shit
I know. Okay.
after
That's-
the war arc.
If okay, I don't know if this is a hot take or not.
Uh-oh.
Season 5 of My Hero kind of was sucked ass. Like this season
Okay.
was kind of sucked ass.
I think the manga. I don't know how. I honestly. Once I read the manga, I was like, I'm good. but I think the the storyline itself is good. I don't know why a lot of people, I mean, even like the famous anime YouTubers like Giga and like the Trash Taste podcast, they talk about how My Hero is now like officially like mid. And I don't know, like I read the manga and I don't think the story is mid. Like they're like, oh, My Hero is like super predictable and like the story is really mid now. But I like the story. I like that who's decay guy.
Shigaraki.
Yeah, I like that Shigaraki is finally like accessing his version of his powers, and it's like it's the sense that you get, like, you know, like when Superman meets, you know, Doomsday. Like it's they meet their opposite, and I feel like that they haven't played it up enough, but at the same time, like you gotta I feel like people don't realize it's like a Marvel movie, or like it's a Marvel as a TV show.
If
I
think go ahead, Chris.
Okay, I was just gonna say, because I really like MHA still. I haven't finished season 5 yet. I've watched the first half, the whole Class 1A versus 1B thing, but I haven't seen the villains arc yet. And I'm really excited to watch it, because
actually, but sorry, just whack the fuck out of the mic. If you haven't finished the rest of season 5, that's good. Have you gotten to the Endeavor internship?
that should already be.
I'm like kind of there. I'm beginning it. Kind of thing. Yeah.
That for me, like for Jessica and that whole arc, I think was one of the big reasons why I felt like My Hero's kind of dying off. And then the other thing was I felt like the pacing for all of season 5 was too short. Like I didn't like, like I felt like things were happening just way too fast, and like Shigaraki, like kind of how we talked about in the Crunchyroll Awards, where like Shigaraki kind of just hasn't become, but he's also become the big baddie. Like, you know, like he still needs time to kind of be that big boss, but he is the big boss. I kind of felt like that whole.
Okay, so that's actually, you're bringing me into my point, right? So like the villains arc is supposed to, I think Shigaraki's only really gotten the highlight twice. The overhaul, like one episode when he was like, all right, overhaul, I won, fuck you kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then this villains arc that's coming up is when Shigaraki's really had a chance to shine. I just think people think MHA is mid if you're strictly, I haven't read the manga, but I know the manga is really far in, and I hear the manga is insane. But if you're a strictly anime watcher, right, it's building up. Right now we're like first Avengers movie, right?
Yeah.
Nobody was on the, like, people were on the Avengers train, but people weren't at the same time when
people
Avengers
didn't
first came out.
Scale of what's
when we get to like the equivalents of like Infinity War, then people are gonna be like, I'm a chase so peak Demon Slayer's trash, blah blah blah. I think that's my prediction,
because they haven't gotten to the part where, I don't think in the anime, you guys can correct me, but when they fight the big dude, was it Titanomachia, whatever it is? So there's a whole bit in the manga, and I think Raul's around that spot too, where they're just like this. It's literally like they're trying to take out the Hulk, that big monster guy.
Yeah.
And they're just like, it's just them going like, how the fuck do we stop him? Because he's just like running through shit, and like I thought that was a cool bit, and like. And that introduces a lot more heroes.
So that also leads me into my second point. My second point is, right now, in my opinion, MHA is carried by villains. And when you have the expectation that the villains are going to lose, you're like, well, what's the point of looking at the story, right? Because besides pro heroes, I think the pro heroes are fucking awesome. The students are like hit or miss for me. There's a couple that are cool, like Bakugo, I'm all for, and Todoroki's like, okay. There's some like students I'm here for.
I'm all in for Sarah with the tape.
Okay, fair. But I know you're trying to be stupid, but fair. But the villains in MHA definitely for me carry the show. Like, I love the League of Villains. I liked Stain. I liked Overhaul. All of them, right? Even fucking Gentle Criminal. I liked him.
Gentle Criminal was good.
Yes, right?
Yeah,
so
sure.
I think MHA is carried by villains right now, and that's not the way a story should be. A story should be carried by both villains and heroes, but right now it's just the villains, in my opinion. So
that's a good conversation I think we can have about that, which I didn't really was going to turn into, which is who. I mean, you want the protagonist. Well, that's the thing, right? Is if you're gonna go villain and hero, and if you're gonna get into like literary terms, and it's the argument we've had about Eren, and like, because let's be honest, we know the good guy is gonna be the good guy, right?
Yes.
We know that in theory, if they're the hero, especially in the comic book world, right, that they're gonna be the good guy. They have to do the right thing. And I think the reason why villains carry so much is because like it really is. And I think whoever made the bit about the Joker and saying that like everyone is a bad day from becoming the Joker
that's why Dark Knight Metal is so really good.
Yeah,
because it shows when just Batman has a bad day.
Yep, and just fucking kills everybody. But I think that's the same thing. Like I mean, how often? It's like look at Marvel, right? Look at the individual Marvel movies. How many times has the villain really carried the plot? Like, okay, the first Thor movie was they had to fight the robot. Like for me, Winter Soldier is my favorite Marvel movie because the Winter Soldier's in it. Because of understanding that dynamic between them is what makes me go, fuck, this is fucking like, how are they gonna like settle this?
Mm-hmm.
I think a great Marvel movie that is carried by villains more than the hero, and even then it's like close, is the newest Spider-Man, No Way Home, because like Electro, Sandman, Doc Ock, especially Green Goblin.
This was
literally
Marvel needed an answer for the Joker, and this was there.
And dude, like Willem Dafoe and Alfred Molina, especially, those two murdered their roles. I think those two significantly carried that movie. So, but again, you have great heroes. We had the 3 Spider-Men coming back, yada yada yada. It was awesome. So a show or a movie needs to have an equilibrium between great heroes and great villains to try and stop them.
I get your point, because right now we have,
and MHA doesn't have that.
Yeah, we have
like, okay, but what about the Dark Knight? Like,
I liked the Batman in the Dark Knight.
But did you really go, oh man, how's, like, my thing was like, no, I want to watch Heath Ledger fucking creep the shit out of me on, like, you can't deny that Heath Ledger carried the Dark Knight, because as great as Batman is, and as great as Christian Bale is.
Yeah, so here's my thing. But was Christian Bale back?
Well, no.
The scale is like, it's still in Heath Ledger's favor, but not that much, right? In MHA, the scale is heavily in the villain's favor for me compared to the heroes. The heroes aren't doing shit for me right now, but the villains are fucking carrying. And that, while I'm here for it, is not going to make a great story. Because it's like, well, we know that the villains are going to somehow lose, but I need a good hero to make it, make me hyped for it.
Well, don't worry, we get Edgy Deku next.
Okay, let me see some development. I don't care. But for me right now, I'm looking at popular anime that's out right now, and I'm like Jujutsu Kaisen and Demon Slayer. I'm like, I fucking love the villains and I fucking love the heroes. And for me, they're kind of outshining MHA right now. So.
All Might triple S tier though.
I don't think anyone can deny that.
Especially in season 1 when he rips off the tie and he's like angry.
Okay, but here's the thing: do we now have All Might? We do and we don't.
We got something better than All Might.
Let me give you another take. Let me give you another. From that same tweet, someone posted or responded and put that Gon would solo all of My Hero, and I think that's a stupid take.
That is a stupid take.
Just because, like, yeah,
time skip Gon maybe, but that's not fair because he fucking makes a pact like, I want to do this one thing to P2 and then I will die. Like,
I live by the fact that
that's just cheat codes.
I don't think Hunter x Hunter is. I think the Yu Yu Hakusho stands better than.
Yeah, that's a stupid take, but we'll save that for another time.
All right, I got time for one more. This is a more of a comment for Raul. As a Tokyo Revengers fan, do you feel like the end fell off? Because someone tweeted, Tokyo Revengers fell off so hard that a trailer for the new arc came out and no one's talking about it.
No, I think that's dumb.
You think that's a bad take?
Yeah, bad take. Season 2 was honestly way better than season 1. I loved season 2. I think it was just kind of a, oh, here we go again type thing, but it's kind of the whole point, time travel. You go back and try to fix the future, and something didn't go your way, and you get to go back again. So
Okay.
I don't know. I just think Tokyo Revengers isn't for everybody. Like, it's not a mainstream, like.
Yeah. The manga's coming out in the summer. Are you gonna collect it?
Probably not.
The only person in our group who was like Tokyo Revengers, guys. Doesn't want to fucking get the source material.
He's making room for the Odd Taxi collection. Okay.
That's what it is. I'll do one more. Thank you, Ro, for answering that. So this one was, what's an anime you started that ended up being bad? Now, here is someone's tweets. Someone put, My Dress Up Darling.
Fucking terrible. Terrible take.
Demon Slayer.
Terrible take.
Spy Family.
What?
Dude, that's
it's getting worse and worse.
Dude, first of all,
I don't know if you guys have seen it, but there's the one with the pink-haired girl. It's called Shikimori is Not Just a Cutie.
No, but I wanna.
That's on the list for him. Them.
What was the first one? Sorry, I didn't get it.
Dress Up Darling.
Oh.
Boruto.
Well, that started out bad, so it don't matter.
Tokyo Revengers. Seven Deadly Sins. Nah, I agree with that one.
Agree, yeah.
Agreed.
And then SAO, which I also agree with.
I
also
agree. I think the first 3 episodes of Sword Art Online were the best.
I agree. They did not need a time skip. They needed
the fairy arc. Can we talk about that? That shit was wild.
Can we talk? Yeah, we can do our own little solo thing about it, Gunnar.
Dude, it's
yeah.
Why did that need to happen, dog? Like,
yeah.
And that's it, guys. That's the tales from the tweets so far. Anime Twitter is
terrible.
It's a place.
Want to talk about the new Doctor Strange movie, but I know it's very recent. I don't want to talk about
no, it's not
spoilers.
spoilers.
Oh, okay, and I know I haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
And
no, it's not spoilers.
Chris hasn't seen it, but kind of in the Twitter verse or like the internet, I've been seeing a lot of TikToks about this scene. And for anybody who hasn't seen it, or you've probably heard of it. It's in Doctor Strange. I'm linking it in the chat right now. It's the We Like Ice Cream song. Has everybody seen that?
No.
Or at least heard it?
Yes.
I've heard the I've heard the audio. I just watched this little clip I put in the chat.
So pretty much just a really quick context, if you haven't already got it now. If you saw Endgame, you know that Wanda lives with the trauma of losing her husband, and tries to rectify that trauma in WandaVision. That trauma continuously into the Doctor Strange movie. That's all you really need to know without spoilers. And so so the setup for the scene is that she is she has kids. That's not really a spoiler because it's canon in the movie and the comic books as well.
That whole scene's wild.
And so she's enjoying having her children there because she loses the Vision because the Vision's dead. And they proceed to go mom, and they're super excited. And then they waste 30 seconds of our life with the ice cream song.
30 seconds. It's the whole clip is 30 seconds, 29 seconds, and it's just them going, "We like ice cream." It was a weird. It was definitely a weird. It's so funny scene. I thought it was actually so the little clip. I understand, especially watching WandaVision. I understand the impact behind the scene, and I actually think it hits really well from a cinematonic standpoint. But just hearing that audio, just the song out of context,
it was not a well done. Yeah, these kids are not. They should not be on The Voice.
It's just so funny. I was like, what am I listening to? What? I was trying to think why is this happening in an action Marvel movie? You know what I mean?
No, there's definitely a lot of hot takes about it, and hopefully we get to talk about it. And there's another friend of ours that we have. His name is David, who's a big like Marvel movie guy right now. So maybe we'll have him on for the next one, and we can yell at each other and talk about. And we can replace him with Chris because Chris hasn't fuck. Oh, you're watching it tomorrow?
I am watching it tomorrow.
That's good. Did you see the link I sent?
Yeah, I just watched it.
What did you think of the
Crippling.
I thought so. I've heard that Doctor Strange, the movie, is kind of like fucking wild in regard
It
to
is
like,
wild.
the boundaries they push.
Uh-huh.
So for some reason, I was thinking like Wanda was gonna like murder these fucking children. That's what I was expecting at first. I got like fucking The Shining come play with us vibes, and then nothing happened. I was like, bro, what?
I do.
You know-
Okay, now that you said that, though, I will say so. The director of Doctor Strange is named Sam Raimi, and he's famous for doing the original Spider-Man trilogy with Tobey Maguire, but he's also famous for doing the Evil Dead series or back in the day. That's the one with the Necronomicon and the Evil Tree, and the whole like the Book of the Dead, and they whisper the things, and like all the demons try to kill them. Bruce Campbell is in it.
Yeah, classic film.
So so now that he said that, I kind of like maybe that's what it was. Maybe it's meant for us to be more of like a horror thing than like a cringe thing. But yeah.
No, I think the scene in general, whatever emotions it was trying to say, like I understand what you're saying, that like Snap and like that personality, she's broken right now, and it's like you're seeing like two sides of like this, like the coin. It's I think that's a really powerful thing to play with. I just think just hearing these kids sing out of context, like on
highly
TikTok,
out of tune. For the record, though, if you've ever worked with children or are an educator, that's like an everyday thing for us. Like that screaming of like, "Hey, pay attention to me," and then they tell you something, and you're like, "Well,
why?
Can't get that time back." So
final thought on this Doctor Strange thing. Since Daniel, you've seen it, what score do you give it out of 10?
I definitely have come down from the high of it. They do a lot of stuff to get you excited, and I had a conversation with a friend David about it, and hopefully he can come on and elaborate his thoughts. But he mentioned that it felt like it was a little bit kind of like Thor Ragnarok, where it didn't impact the story in a severe way, kind of like how Endgame did, or like first Avengers, where you're like, oh shit, like the Avengers are together, or hey, like this guy killed everybody. Like, well, some of the Avengers are dead. Like, how do we solve this problem? But it was kind of like it was a stage builder. It's setting the stage for a lot of the multiverse. So that's what it was, and it's nice. It's a nice movie because my girlfriend, who's not a big Marvel person, was able to watch it and actually kind of understand and enjoy the movie itself without having to know too much Marvel MCU lore to really appreciate it. So I thought it was good. And I think it was made with a level of not care, but I think these directors now have they're bringing in directors who have their own their styles to make all these movies feel different, and I appreciate that because it ended and I was like, that felt so much more different than any other Marvel movie I've watched. The same way I felt when I watched Thor Ragnarok, and I was like, that felt new, and it made me excited for what's going to come down the road, because Thor is supposed to introduce the new villain, Gore the God Butcher. So I think it's going to delve into the pantheon of Marvel, because Marvel does use real life mythological characters or deities. So it's going to go into that, and I'm excited to see what they do with that. So it's more that it's a primer. It gets you excited for the next one.
So out of 10,
I'm gonna give it an 8.
Respectable.
7.5 to an 8.
I was gonna say 7. I think solid 7. I think my expectations and the hype that is carried by the Marvel name, this is our first dive into multiverse, and the thought that they could have brought in any villain, any character, without any build-up, because there's multi-dimensional travel. You could just plop into another dimension and boom, you're right in front of a different, like, crazy villain. And instead, we just had a continuation of WandaVision, which I felt was kind of a letdown in terms of like a good villain for the movie.
Uh-huh.
So, but Cumberbatch is so good. I really do like that they did more of like a scary feel to the movie, where like they tried to make.
Because that is what his comics are like. He's dealing with demons and like the underworld and like hell. He's constantly doing like astral stuff. He's never dealing with like, you know, an army of robots. It's always like Ghost Rider. I'm trying to think of there's a couple. There's a Marvel group. I think they're in the comic books. They deal with supernatural shit. And so Stranger's on there, Ghost Rider's on there, and a couple other characters. And they
You
deal
think
with,
they're? I'm sorry to interrupt. Do you think they're ever gonna redo Ghost Rider?
I think so because
Fucking hope so.
I think so. I think honestly, with them going into the diversity thing, and they had the Latino Ghost Rider. And his
Oh, you know,
Charger.
I've seen that. I've seen that part of that comic book line.
Yeah,
It looks
I
good.
think that did really well, and I think that could be a big market for them to bring in.
Mhm.
You know, because he drives like the Dom Toretto Charger Charger.
So are we saying no to
Don
Nicholas?
Trejo drives a GT.
Yeah. Are we saying no to Nicolas Cage reprising his role?
I think he had fun with it, but I think
No, I'm just. That was a joke. That was a joke. I do get it.
He
Like,
was thinking about it.
yeah.
Can I say one thing? I thought Sam Elliott as like the old Ghost Rider was fucking cool.
that's fair.
I also really like Sam Elliott, but that fucking horse scene, I don't know. I thought that shit was tight.
Oh yeah, no, they had like Ghost Rider had a lot of great scenes. but
Ghost
then
Rider
to turn
1
back
was
to
way better
normal-
than Ghost Rider 2.
Oh, for sure.
Ghost
I
Rider
never
2 is
saw.
trash.
I
Yeah,
never
Ghost
saw
Rider-
two,
it's so
but
bad.
I hear it's
Yeah,
terrible.
yeah,
I
it's
like
not-
the Idris Elba was dope though. I thought that's just me.
The Lucifer guy.
He was the monk, the drunk monk.
Oh,
That was Blackheart. I didn't like the devil shit too much.
yeah.
But
Well, anyway, Gunnar, Chris, tell me what you think about the movie. I give it a 7.
I will text the group chat.
You will definitely find
Daniel
out.
said 8, so
Listen.
we're pretty close.
I would be rather watching a Marvel movie than Morbius right now.
I mean,
Morbius is a Marvel movie.
no,
No,
but it's
no. It's
like a Marvel
it's
produced.
like, well, it's because
Wait, what's worse? I haven't seen Morbius. I hear it's terrible.
It's bad.
But is it worse than Thor 2? Because Thor 2 is my least favorite Marvel movie of all time.
Yes, I've heard that it's on par.
That's terrible. Thor 2 was trash.
You guys want to hear a hot take
You like
I'll-
before we get off?
yeah.
No. I really don't like the first Captain America with Red Skull.
Oh, that's fine.
I think
I don't mind the take, but
It's a 7. It's a 7. It's a solid 7.
I'm honestly, I'm like a 5. Like I really do
damn.
not like it. You know,
Is it because like him as like a superhero, like in like World War? Like, is it just because it's like a too weird, or like what? What about?
I think they played it too safe.
yeah.
It
Red
felt
Skull was whack and just I don't know.
because they couldn't do like. You can't have like It can't be like Captain America fighting Hitler or something like that. You know.
well, which is funny because that's what happened in World War II. Actually, is they made
Yeah.
a comic of Captain America punching Hitler in the face.
Yeah.
That would have been dope.
That
like-
would have been a good movie.
Yeah, I know Marvel
Like in
gets around
Inglorious
it.
Bastards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think they've tried to do that with the group, and then like it just kind of petered off. And for me, like he's just a big blue Boy Scout, and I think a lot of times they give him up they give him a lot, right, like Civil War, and then like Civil War and the Winter Soldier, when he's like, no, I'm standing by my beliefs in this like moment, and I
Mhm.
think they don't do that enough. And so I think they could have played like really emphasized what the impact he's had, like in World War II, or like and stuff like that. Like they did like a montage of him freeing people and stuff like that. But like really, like he's
they,
fighting the Nazis, man. Like play it up.
they gave him a museum in was it the Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
Yeah, and I mean there was a whole bunch of shit to unpack in that one.
That was the first Disney Plus TV series I saw in the Marvel universe.
Yeah, you watched it with us, did you?
Yeah, I did. I watched it with you guys. Not my favorite. I didn't like that one. I liked the beginning. I just felt like I wish I would have. I really wish it would have been like 20 episodes.
The thing about these 6-episode ones, man, is it's the definition of drug dealing, because they give you just enough to give a shit, and then right when you're like, oh, this is really good,
It's good,
they fucking take it away from you, and you're like, fuck. Because what was it? Loki was like that.
Yeah.
Moon Knight was fucking tight. If you guys have the chance to watch Moon Knight was dope.
I hear that everyone's loving Moon Knight right now. But I'm really worried about, because I loved Netflix's Daredevil series.
Oh yeah,
and
they're making it again.
So are they like keeping the same cat, like the cast?
Well, they introduced him in the Spider-Man movie, so he.
I know they introduced him, but I didn't know if they were gonna give him like a reboot, like story-wise, or like.
Bounce.
I know. I love the Netflix storyline, and I was really sad because, like, especially like you had like Luke Cage, and you had Jessica Jones, and then the Iron Fist, and they're about.
You gotta make Iron Fist Asian.
Yeah, you know what though, the Iron Fist was the weakest out of that crew, and it was a bad pick.
I think, and this is gonna sound like, so there's one last soapbox. So I don't know. I've watched it with Emmett, or not Emmett, but Gunnar a couple of times when they do like the stuntmen react videos. It's a YouTube channel called Quarter Crew, and they're operated out of LA, and they do these cool videos where they bring stuntmen in, and they talk about like what they do. So they have like Chadwick Boseman's Black Panther stuntman. They've had the guy who does Anthony Mackie, who's the Falcon, and they talk about what it's like being stuntmen. And I think one of the things I've learned is that when you watch like Jackie Chan or like the Hong Kong movies, there's no level of like there's like a level of protection, but at the same time you're expected to like take some shit. And I think that's the thing. I feel like too much of it's like CG. Like I wish they did more like they're superheroes. Do some crazy shit. Don't CGI it. Just have like, you know, throw an actual shield at somebody and like hit them and like make it look sick or something.
You want to do like a Lord of the Rings with when he kicks the helmet and it's a real helmet? That's what you want?
Yeah, I want some real shit. Or like I think my favorite hand-to-hand fight scene is in the Winter Soldier when he fights Bucky. Or no, Shang-Chi had the best fight scene, and like martial arts fight scene.
Yeah, that was good.
Sure.
That was good.
Like I want more of that. I get the superheroes, but like Captain America's thing is that he knows like he knows kung fu. Like that's his thing. Is that he's this big buff white dude who's like can kick ass like Bruce Lee. And like I wish they had more of that. That's just me. It's all just like one punch punches him into the building. Cool. Nah,
I guess that because
like,
then it's like, how do you beat that? It's like this thing with Superman. It's like to keep the story going. How do you?
Yeah, because then it turns into a shonen, and you have to have a bigger threat every time.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, I'm gonna destroy the country, but it's like, but the next guy
is the world. I mean, the Marvel movies are shonen. So if anyone doesn't like the shonen series, you can kiss my ass, because if you watch Marvel, you're watching a shonen series.
And with that, full circle. If you've listened up to this part, thank you so much for listening. Give us a like on whatever source of device you're listening on and platform. You can also follow us on, what are the social medias, Daniel?
I am on Instagram. I run our Instagram and Twitter. I'm not tweeting much, but I will like your stuff, and I do comment on things, trying to generate conversation.
What's the handle?
Oh Jesus! At Gaifus for Laifus. I think. At Gaifus for Laifus. Yes.
All right, perfect.
Same thing with our Instagram. We are the Gaifus for Laifus podcast. Please, even if you don't, just come look at our posts, interact a little bit. I do try my best to interact with everybody who comments, and kind of get your opinions and stuff. Because
doing a spot on job with it too.
We want to create despite us screaming at each other half the time, I do want to create a community where we can have healthy discussions about nerd stuff, because I love that shit, and we all love that shit, and that's why we're doing this stuff. So please follow us, give us a like. My children are hungry.
You don't have children.
Hush now,
My
child.
bad.
As you would say, Chris, you hush them
Um,
sweet lips.
Touch them sweet lips.
But yes, like Gunnar said, thank you guys for listening. If you've gotten to the end, thank you again, Chris, Raul, and Gunnar for sharing your garbage ass takes. We're still friends at the end of the day, and you guys all have a wonderful Thursday. Make good choices.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.